From Shirley Stadium in Laredo, it's Friday night Texas high school playoff football as the Pieper Warriors face off with the Patriots from Mission Veterans Memorial. Good evening and thank you for joining us. My name is Paul Alexander. My partner is Joey Gonzalez. And Joey, we have two teams riding impressive winning streaks, and each already has a first-round playoff win under their belts.
Pieper has won 9 straight, while Mission Vets has won 5 in a row. The Warriors shut out San Antonio Sam Houston 33-0 a week ago in round 1 of the postseason. Vets blew out Valley View 43-6. We'll see many similarities between the Warriors and the Patriots, starting off with their quarterbacks. Pieper senior Jake South has thrown for over 3,200 yards and 37 touchdowns, but his counterpart from Mission has posted even more total yards.
Yeah, Joey, these are just pinball numbers. Mission senior Braden Ludiker has passed for almost exactly the same number of yards that South has and has 36 TD passes. But get this, Ludiker has also rushed for more than 1,200 yards and 14 more touchdowns. So do the math. Ludiker is averaging more than 400 yards per game in total offense and has been responsible for an average of 4.5 touchdowns per game. Mission has 3 stud senior receivers in Abel Lucio, Vincent Abrego, and Obed Marine. They've combined for 28 touchdown snags. Pieper has plenty of top-flight receivers themselves, but they'll be without 2 stars tonight.
Yeah, unfortunately, Nolan Dawson and Evan Drake are out with injuries, so guys like Jake Strachan, Isaiah Champagne, and Andrew Grindstaff are going to get a lot of targets tonight. Defensively, Pieper's just playing lights out. As we saw last Friday, the Warriors held a very athletic Sam Houston offense to 6 first downs and 53 total yards. As for the conditions here in Laredo, it's a muggy night here, 77 degrees with the humidity at 64% and 2-mile-per-hour winds blowing in from the east.
It is a little sticky for sure. Now, for whatever reason, we have not been given a roster of officials. All we know is that it's a crew from Denton, Texas. So the Warriors are 10-1 on the season. Their lone loss was to Wimberley way back in week 2. Vets comes in at 7-4. Vets won the toss and elected to receive. And with this, we are playing the great game in round 2 of the postseason. Kickoff hits inside the 5, now goes out of bounds at about the 2, and the flags fly. And so the Warriors will start the evening on defense. And what a defense this has been for about the last 2 months. They now are giving up only 19 points per game, and they have a total of 39 takeaways, 17 interceptions to go along with 22 fumble recoveries.
Yeah, Paul, especially since district play began, this is a Pieper team who's been shutting teams down left and right. And, I mean, teams that have been very rush-heavy, they haven't had a whole lot of success there. This is a Mission team who's got some success on the ground. How will Pieper be able to respond to that early in the ballgame?
Well, since the kickoff went out of bounds, Vets starts this drive from their 30-yard line against a 3-man defensive front. Ludiker, the quarterback, throws over the middle, has a man wide open across the 40 to the 42. That's Obed Marine, who came into the game with 42 catches for 984 yards and 8 touchdowns.
Yeah, Marine's a really good guy, and this quarterback is as well. I mean, a lot of the numbers for both Mission Veterans and Pieper, they're both almost identical, so it's going to be an interesting matchup from start to finish of this ball game.
Gain of 7 on that first down completion, and we do have a timeout on the field.
Clock operator. The play clock in the north end zone is not working.
Okay, we have a problem with the play clock in one of the end zones. So we'll take a moment to get that straightened out. Talking about this Warrior defense, they have 58 tackles for losses, and they've just been, unbelievable in recent weeks. So successful in getting multiple hats to the ball. All right, so that play clock is running again, but I think they have to reset it to where they want it. So this should only take just a moment. Just underway here in Laredo. We have 2 very respected head coaches here tonight, Nick Rogers for Pieper and David Gilpin for the Patriots. 2nd and 3, motion to trips on the near side. Zone give up the middle, and the ball carrier Martinez bounces off 2 tacklers and has the first down out at about the 43-yard line.
Yeah, good job there by Martinez, just bouncing off the tacklers. I mean, about 4 or 5 Warriors were nearby, unable to fully bring down Martinez. Spins around for the first down, and Mission's already moving the chains on just 2 plays.
From the 43, drive started back at the 30. 3 receivers to the near side. Raja Lopez up in press coverage for the Warriors. Ludiker under pressure, reverses his field, goes back to the right side, has his eyes downfield, has a wide open receiver, and overthrows him. So the Warriors catch a break there. Actually, they had 2 wide open receivers. The intended receiver was the running back, Edward Martinez, coming out of the backfield on a wheel route.
Well, just a little too much arm on that throw there from Ludiker. I mean, this is a guy you can already see right there, a big, strong athlete. He leads the team in rushing yards, but he also can throw the ball really well. He shows off that ability on the run right there. Just a little too strong, and now 2nd down and 10.
He's been passing for 293 yards per game and rushing for another 113. 2nd and 10 following the incompletion. Zone read keep. Ludiker just kind of skips under a tackle there before he's brought down by the strong safety, Chris Vivians.
Well, that's the first time we're going to see that rushing ability of Ludiker entering the day. 1,245 yards rushing. You look at that, you think that's a running back, but this is the quarterback for this team. Picks up a couple yards and makes it 3rd and medium.
Gain of 3, 3rd and 7. From the 46. Warriors in their standard 3-man defensive front. Ludiker goes to his right, now pulls it down, turns on the jets, looking to get to the 6, but he's brought down with a fine open field tackle. That's Raja Lopez on the play.
Well, Raja Lopez does a really good job in the secondary breaking down passes, but right there, great job. He's past the line to gain, and he comes charging in. And Paul, as you mentioned, great open field tackle there by Lopez, and it looks like Vets is going to go for it here on 4th down.
4th and a little less than 4. 9:45 showing in this scoreless first quarter. Ludiker with time. Looks right, now has pressure coming from the backside and has to essentially throw it away, but it's 4th down. The pressure applied by senior defensive lineman Leighton Lopez.
Well, great job there by Lopez, and they did a really good job forcing the pocket to collapse and making it difficult for Ludiker to even get his feet set. And he just has to spike the ball on the ground. And, Paul, that's a really good first drive here by the defense. And now Pieper gets the ball in beautiful field positioning for their first drive of the ball game.
And we'll take our first look of the night at this Pieper offense that has been so prolific and getting more and more balanced all the time. They're averaging 427 yards a game, passing 312, rushing 115. Jake South, the quarterback for the Warriors. Ball at midfield. South looks left, throws, complete. That's Isaiah Champagne on the reception for a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, that's Isaiah Champagne. And, Paul, I mean, he's been dealing with that wrist injury the past couple weeks. But if you remember the second half of last week's game against Sam Houston, Champagne looked back in business, and hopefully that's a sign of what we're going to see for the rest of this playoff run.
Officially a gain of 5, so it's 2nd and 5. One back gun. The give is to Brady Hopper, who was the running back in the game. He's one of 3 primary running backs that the Warriors will use. Hopper with a big game last week against Sam Houston. 11 carries for 62 yards on the ground, and he caught 10 passes for 70 yards.
Yeah, Paul, and as you mentioned a second ago, this team's getting more balanced. Brady Hopper is getting things going a lot better in the running game. And right there, just a 1-yard pickup, but going to use him more.
3rd and 4. South looking and is brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a loss of about 2. That was a very nice play by the linebacker, Ryan Guerra, for the Patriots.
Well, wouldn't be surprised to go for it right here on 4th down. I mean, you just got the ball at the 50-yard line. You don't want to punt, and it's too far to really go for a field goal here. So you go for it right here. Not surprising from Coach Rogers' offense.
And that's what's going on here. Patriots showing blitz coming off the edge. Here it comes. South throws over the middle. It's complete, and the receiver is straining for the first down marker. The ball comes out, and it's being returned. That was Brady Hopper on the reception, but the ball came out. It was scooped up and advanced all the way down to about the Warrior 35-yard line, and on that return of that fumble, that was the free safety, Pablo Lopez.
Oh, yeah, you saw right there Brady Hopper just trying to extend the body as far as possible, trying to reach the line to gain. And instead, on that reach, he ends up dropping the football, and it's scooped up by Mission veterans, and now they got good field positioning on their second drive of the game.
Ball spotted at the Warrior 38. 2 receivers to either side of the formation. Ludiker, the quarterback. Quarterback keep all the way. He's in trouble behind the line of scrimmage and is brought down back at about the 44-yard line by the defensive end, Hiram McCarter.
And that's that defense we're talking about. Hiram McCarter is there. But, I mean, Paul, there's 4 other gold helmets right there. Ludiker has nowhere to go, and that's just proof of how good this Pieper defense really is.
Loss of almost 4. So it's 2nd and 14 following the turnover just moments ago. Clock running with 7:24 showing here in quarter number 1. Warriors showing blitz. Now they back off. Ludiker gets it off but throws it at the feet of his intended receiver. It was intended for Obed Marine, and they did not make connections there.
Well, for the first couple plays of this ball game, we've seen the defense from Pieper bring 3. On that play, they bring 5, and they bring an edge rusher there. And that's why Ludiker kind of has to look up, and he realizes the defender's right in his face, tries to get a pass out to one of his star receivers, throws it too low, and now 3rd and long coming up.
3rd and almost 14. With the ball at the Pieper 42-yard line. 3 receivers to the near side. Ludiker sets his feet, rolls to his right, throws downfield, has a man wide open at about the 15-yard line. That's Obed Marine on the reception. A nice corner route there.
Well, that was a beautiful design play there, and that's Marine. That's the guy that leads his team in receiving yards, wide open down the field. Perfect footwork, and picks up the first down for Vets.
Gain of 32 all the way down to the Pieper 15-yard line. So the Patriots trying to draw first blood here tonight in this second-round playoff game. 2 receivers to either side. Now they motion to trips on the near side. Ludiker keeps the ball. It's a run-pass option, but there's nothing there, so he just airmails it out of bounds, and he was outside of the pocket.
Yeah, good point there. I mean, there's really nothing that Ludiker could do on there. He rolls out to his right side, and everybody was really to the left side of his body, so it would have been a cross-body throw, and just great coverage in the secondary by Pieper. And as I said, just that's the right play. Ludiker throws it away and forces 2nd and 10.
From the 15. Empty set this time for the first time tonight. Ludiker sets his feet, throws into the end zone, and just misses the outstretched hands of his intended receiver back on the end line. That was intended for Jordan Rodriguez.
Yeah, Rodriguez was wide open in the end zone, but just a little too high, thrown by the quarterback, Ludiker. And, you bring that ball down 6 inches, and that's 6 points for the Patriots.
Joey, this is kind of an early source of concern because the Patriots have had open receivers, and Ludiker has missed them really 3, possibly even 4 times.
Yeah, I would say probably the 3rd time tonight already in these first 2 drives for the Patriots that Ludiker has had a guy and just overthrown him. So got to find a way to lock down on those receivers because he's going to lock in as the game goes on.
3rd and 10 from the 15. They set the wide receiver screen. I think they're going to rule that incomplete. It came out, but I don't think it was secure to begin with. It was intended for number 4, Vincent Abrego, and that was a big hit again by that outstanding sophomore cornerback, Raja Lopez.
Look how fast Raja Lopez is just flying around the field right now. As soon as the ball was in the hands of Abrego, he was already hit by the body of Raja Lopez, and 2 good plays for him so far, and now a decision to make here for Vets.
Well, that decision has been made. They're going for it on 4th and 10. They motion to empty set. Ludiker pulls the ball down. He's sprinting toward the first down marker. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn the ball over on downs. That was an outstanding play by the middle linebacker, Caden Glass.
Great job there by Caden Glass. It looked like a wide open play for Ludiker, and then just chasing him down. Look here on the replay. Caden Glass about 5 yards away. He comes sprinting after, takes him down by the waist. Beautiful open field tackle.
How's this for a fun point? Caden Glass, the guy that made that tackle on Ludiker, okay, they played Pee-wee football together back when they both lived in Katy, Texas when they were kids.
Paul,
they know each other.
You told me that stat earlier, and it's just crazy. Katy, San Antonio, and the Valley. 3 separate parts of the state, and they're getting to play at such a big stage.
First down. A lot of misdirection, and look at this. This is going to be a sprint to the end zone. That's Jake Strachan. 20, 15, 10, 5. Forget it. To the house. from 90 yards.
What a play there. Good job there by Jake South. He rolled out to the left side. Everybody comes locking in on the quarterback, thinks he's going to be left open. And Jake stretching. He's all open down the field, 15 yards. And from there, it was smooth sailing to the end zone. And the Jake-to-Jake connection makes it a 6-0 lead here in the first quarter.
What a play. So first, the Pieper defense gets that turnover on downs, and then they turn it into a 90-yard touchdown. 6-0 Warriors. They'll go for two, of course. They're the Pieper Warriors. South throws into the end zone, wide open. Isaiah Champagne, that's easy money, and that's an 8-0 lead. And we will keep it right here for right now because we're so happy and proud of our sponsors. In this fast-paced society where service has become a thing of the past in some cases, Ferris Orthodontics encompasses the traditional principle of good old customer service with its wholehearted commitment to customer satisfaction, both in experience and in results. The mission of Ferris Orthodontics is to help children, teens, and adults achieve superior orthodontic results in a nurturing and fun environment. They strive as a team to be timely, thorough, accommodating, and professional. Most of all, they truly care about their patients beyond their smiles. While they're serious about the outcome, they also want to have fun while they get there. Dr. Ferris and Dr. Hembry have been generous supporters of Pieper High School since its opening. Warriors with an 8-0 lead. They're set to kick it off. And that's Logan Lopez going to do the honors here. High kick coming down inside the 10. They're going to have to field it. And, man, this is going to result in really tough field position for the Patriots. So a nice job there by that coverage team.
A good job there by the coverage. That's kind of been a flaw of this Pieper team all season long, but they come flying down the field off that bounce Veterans Fields, and there was nowhere to go. And now, Paul, as you mentioned, playing inside their own 10-yard line on a drive that went all the way inside the Pieper red zone on the last drive.
They'll mark it at the 7. That was a nice play, by the way, by Colton Barnes in coverage. Ludiker, the quarterback. Zone read give, and the ball carrier is hit behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to lose almost 3 yards there.
It looked like Hiram McCarter was the one to get there, and a nice tackle for loss. Already multiple in this ball game from this Pieper defense, and now playing behind the chains here on the second down.
That was Edward Martinez on the carry. That resulted in a loss of 2.
For the Patriots, 0-5-yard line.
One back gun, 3 receivers to the near side. Ludiker, 6 yards deep in his own end zone. Scanning, pulls it down. He's got some speed, but he's going to be brought down at about the 12-yard line, well shy of first down yardage on a nice play by the cornerback, Jordan Grant.
Yeah, Ludiker does a good job getting outside of the end zone, and then Pieper quickly recognizes that Ludiker is going to take the football and bring them down with still plenty of yards to go here on this third down play.
Third about 5 from the 12. 3-3-5 defensive alignment for the Warriors. Ludiker comes to the near side, throws it, it's incomplete, and broken up on his third nice play of the first quarter. That's Raja Lopez.
Paul, Raja Lopez is all over the field right now. Another beautiful play. Great read by Lopez to get to the receiver. Touches him as soon as the ball makes contact with the receiver's hand. Forces an incompletion. And for the first time tonight, we're going to see a Vets 3 and out.
Vincent Abrego is the punter for the Patriots, standing about 3 yards deep in his end zone. Jackson Hopper, the deep return man, and he's standing at the Patriot 41. Finally, the Patriots get 11 men on the field. Here's a snap, a little bit high. And Abrego's got to get it out of there in a hurry. Jackson Hopper calls for and makes the fair catch at the Patriot 45-yard line.
So for the second time today, Pieper's going to get the ball in good field positioning at the 50 or closer. And Paul, the past couple weeks, it's been Pieper struggling to capitalize inside the 50. There's been points that they've left on the scoreboard. Something that I'd like to see tonight. They need to find a way to capitalize here in these early first 2 quarters.
All right, let's sort out what's going on. Okay, defense was offside. So they're still not going to have first down yardage, but they're going to be really close. Or actually they are. That will give them the first down, and that's so unfortunate for the Warriors because they'd forced a punt. They were going to get great field position, but they were offside, and that results in a Patriot first down. Costly.
We didn't get to talk about this in pregame, but last week, 11 penalties for 95 yards against Sam Houston. And if you want to win important playoff games, you got to find a way to limit the penalties.
That would hurt. First and 10 from the 17. Pass complete over the middle to Abrego. And he's brought down by the middle linebacker, Caleb Gale.
Good job there by Gale, quickly latching on to the receiver, not allowing any extra yards after the reception and making it about second and medium.
Second and 4. Patriots with the ball, trailing 8-0. 4:33 remaining here in the first quarter. Ludiker rolls to his right, pulls the trigger, drops it over the head of a linebacker, and let's see if they give him the completion, and they do. That was a well-thrown ball, complete to Abel Lucio.
That ball was thrown perfectly. Good job there by the linebacker to get up in the air, but an even better throw by Ludiker, drops it right into the window, picking up the first down for Vets.
Gain of 16. With the ball spotted at the Vets' 37-yard line. Two receivers to either side of the formation. Warriors showing blitz for the moment. Now they back out of it. Running play coming right side. That's Jose Garcia. And he'll get out across the 40 to about the 41-yard line.
A little bit of a trickery play there from veterans. I mean, Pieper has seen some really interesting concepts on offense from teams that they've played throughout the season, and a little 4-yard pickup there for the Patriots.
Second and 6. Under 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 1. Ludiker moves to his right, now back to his left, throws it all the way across the field and gets a completion at the Warrior 45-yard line. That's Jordan Rodriguez on the catch. And what a great job of buying time by that senior quarterback, Braden Ludiker.
Yeah, Ludiker was running all around trying to find a way to get open, and that ball just kind of looked like he slung it up there. He knows that he's got 3 really good receivers on his team. Put the ball up in the air, let them go to work, and that's exactly what happens for the first down play.
Gain of 16 on the play. Ball spotted at the Warrior 44. Patriots from the one-back pistol formation this time, and they motion to 3 receivers on the far side. They set the screen, and did you see the way our defensive linemen reacted? They diagnosed that screen on the spot. Nice awareness.
Yeah, Paul, as you mentioned, I mean, they get through, and then they're aware that it's a screen pass, and they kind of hold up right there, making it difficult for Ludiker. And I think even that threw him off guard because he just spikes the ball straight at the ground.
So that's an incompletion. So it's second and 10. Clock stopped with 3:14 showing. 2 receivers to either side. Ball on the near hash. Ludiker sets the screen the other way, and they miss connections on that one. That was intended for Jose Garcia, and there is no question that Ludiker is just an outstanding quarterback. I mean, his numbers are mind-numbing, but he has not been particularly accurate here in the first quarter.
Yeah, not on target right now. I mean, we talked about it a second ago. 3 passes that are just over the heads of his receivers, and right there, that's a pass that he brings it a little closer to his running back. That's a pass that's makeable, but instead Rodriguez has to really extend the arms, unable to get it, especially on the run, and now 3rd down and 10.
From the 44. Ludiker with time. Throws, crossing route, complete, first down. That's Abrego.
Well, Paul, entering today, Abrego just 15 yards shy of 1,000 on the season, and I mean, that's why he's got such a great quarterback. If you give enough time to quarterback Braden Ludiker, he's going to punish you, and that's what he does right there.
Gain of 19, and there was nothing wrong with that throw. That was money.
And it all started off with the offensive line. Plenty of time to think for Ludiker.
First down, running play. Coming back to the left, Pablo Lopez. Going to be hit at about the 25. And it's a nice play by the senior defensive end, David Huntsman.
Yeah, good job there by David Huntsman, just latching on to the leg of the running back and then allowing the rest of his defense to come in and help him make the tackle, and really no gain on that play.
Officially 0. That's correct. Wow, this is the 13th play of this drive coming up. From the 25. Blitz coming right up the middle. They lay it off on the right side. It's complete to the running back. That was Jose Garcia on the reception. And he was brought down by middle linebacker Caleb Gale.
Good job there by Gale once again. And those balls that are just in the middle of the field, he's flying to them so quickly. And Gale only allowing a 1-yard pickup on a play that looked like it could have gone for possibly 5.
Really nice job of averting further damage there. They'll spot the ball at the 24-yard line. 3rd and long. Ludiker steps up into the pocket, tries to get to the first down marker, can't because he's brought down by Caden Glass. Remember, they played Pee Wee football together. Nice to see you again, brother.
I'm sure they know each other really well. And right there, Glass is able to come in there and make the tackle. Once again, another open field play. And this Pieper defense is not letting Ludiker get his way here in this first quarter.
4th and 9. Motion to 3 receivers on the near side. Ludiker rolls to his left. Now he's under pressure. He'll go down. Just took the sack there, and that's that man, Caden Glass. That's that man, Caden Glass.
Back-to-back plays. The two Pee Wee players get to see each other, and Caden Glass got the best of both of those exchanges. Nothing Ludiker could do on that play. And Pieper with another turnover on downs on the defensive side. And the defense, Paul, is looking as good as it's been the past couple weeks.
Yeah, and they finally stop a 15-play drive. But they do it with style. We've got 32 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. And the Warriors trying to add to their 8-0 lead. Jake South, the quarterback. That's Brady Hopper, the back in motion. South looks left, lays it off, complete. Gain of 8, gain of 9, almost 10, and that was Hopper on the reception.
Well, Brady Hopper was a man in motion at the start of that play. He went from the right side of the offensive line, goes to the left, and a little wheel route there, and picks up about 7 yards initially, and then goes 2 extra yards after contact.
2nd and 1, 24 seconds showing. South throws. Just a hook route over the middle, and that's Hopper again on the reception out to the 39-yard line. With the clock running and 16 seconds showing.
Well, Brady Hopper back-to-back plays is the intended target, picking up the first down for Pieper. And I think they could happily say they're going to end the first quarter with an 8-point lead.
We've played one here in Laredo in the second-round playoff game, and our score, the Warriors lead Vets by a score of 8-0. We'll be back in just a moment right here on the Warriors Sports Network. Back to play here at Shirley Stadium in Laredo. Second round playoff game between the Pieper Warriors and the Mission Veterans Memorial Patriots. And as we begin quarter number 2, Warriors with the ball from their 39-yard line. Running play, near side. Out across the 40 to the 44. And that was Andrew Grindstaff on the carry. Grindstaff, a fine sophomore receiver who really has come through in the clutch in the last month or so while there's been some injury epidemic going on in the Warrior receiving corps.
Yeah,
but understand this, he is a talented guy.
Yeah, he's definitely stepped up, especially as a sophomore. I mean, this is a guy who's still got 2 more years to go, and he's really impressive right now.
Brady Hopper on the carry. He's got a first down, and he's got the ball into Patriots territory at the 49-yard line.
How about that run from Brady Hopper? Doing a really good job running, putting his hands on his blockers to allow them to kind of guide the lane, and Brady Hopper moves around on that, picks up a really nice first down for Pieper.
From the Patriot 49. Shovel pass, but it's on the ground. Isaiah Champagne is trying to get back on it. He does, but this is going to be an enormous loss all the way back to the 31-yard line. Now, are they going to call that an incomplete pass? That would be the question here. It appeared to me that he did control it, but we'll see what the interpretation is.
Yeah, it looks like they'll go for a fumble here, and you just see Isaiah Champagne either way does a good job at least picking up the football, and he tried to run his way out of that play, but a huge loss there for Pieper on first down.
Line of scrimmage is the Pieper 32. They have to get all the way down to the Patriot 39 for a first down. That's the bad news. The good news is it's second down. Blitz coming off the edge. South throws over the middle complete, but the receiver is immediately dropped at the 37-yard line, and we do have a flag on the play.
Offside. Defense number 5. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
Yeah, defensive offside. So they'll take the penalty and save the down. And again, all we know about this officiating crew is that they're from Denton, Texas. Normally we get a roster of officials. No harm, no foul. For whatever reason, that did not take place. But, you know, nobody's at fault here. But the important thing to know is they've done a really nice job so far. South with lots of time. Lays it off to Hopper. Goes inside a tackle attempt, but that is a really nice play by their corner, Frank Ariano.
Yeah, Brady Hopper just trying to find a way to dance his way forward, only going for 2 yards. But, I mean, if you're veterans, that penalty costly. I mean, you move the chains forward a little bit more. I mean, this could have been a much larger third down, but now Pieper that much closer after that 5-yard penalty called.
But they still need 20 yards. 2 receivers to either side of the formation. South, the quarterback. Play fake. South throwing deep over the middle. He's got Strachan wide open. Oh, and he just misses him. Just misses him. And, boy, 6 points went a wasting there because that was headed for the end zone.
Paul, that ball is probably about 5 feet too long. You see on the replay here, Jake Strachan, who was running after it just outside of the fingertips of Strachan, and throws it a tad later, and Strachan is there, and he's walking into the end zone for 6 points.
Instead, he's going to have to punt the football, and I mean Strachan. And he may be a little winded right now. Ball spotted at the 40-yard line. Strachan has to get up on his tiptoes to get the snap, gets the punt away, and it ends up being reasonably effective. It's going to roll inside the 35 and be killed at the 31.
It looked like veterans may have gotten a fingertip on it, but luckily it takes a Pieper bounce and rolls to about the 31-yard line. A play that could have been a lot worse, and Pieper gets bailed out, especially on that big fumble and then a nearly missed snap there on the punt. So Pieper getting bailed out on that drive. That's one of those drives you just kind of throw away and get ready for your next offensive possession.
I do want to say this. We've had such a great relationship with the Vets coaching staff this week. They've been wonderful, real gentlemen, headed by their head coach, David Gilpin. I'll also let you know that the coach's booth for Vets is right next to us. These guys are pretty animated. RPO, run pass option, and it resulted in incompletion.
Yeah, nobody really over there to that left side. The option could have gone for Ludiker. I mean, Paul, we know how great of a rushing quarterback he is, and just doesn't show his legs on that last play.
Okay, 2nd and 10 from officially the 33. Ludiker To his left. Reverses his field. Under pressure. The guy's got some wheels, and he finally gets out of bounds outside the 40-yard line at the 41, chased out by Will linebacker Nino Spina.
Yeah, he did a really good job there. You talk about his wheels, a really good job being able to quickly pivot. I mean, Hiram McCarter was right in his face, and still Ludiker finds a way to get out of that pocket and picks up pretty solid yards on that second down play.
Almost 7 yards. Ball spotted at the 39. Pieper leading 8-0. Under 9 minutes remaining until halftime. Ludiker comes to his right. Buys some time. Now throws it on the right sideline. And the pass is caught, but I think momentum carried him out of bounds. And yes, the pass is incomplete.
Yeah, Ludiker was drifting out to his right side on that play. Receiver goes up into the air. And good job by Pieper just shoving the receiver out, making sure he doesn't get his feet planted. Just steps out of bounds. 4th down, and it's going to be a punt coming up here for the Patriots.
So Abrego on to punt for the second time tonight. Andrew Grindstaff is going to be the deep return man for the Warriors. Clean snap, but a low kick. It's going to take a good roll for the Patriots, and the ball will be killed down around the 22-yard line.
Paul, that was a low punt. I mean, maybe about 5 feet above the heads of the line there, but gets a really nice bounce for the Patriots. And now Pieper's going to set up shop at the 22-yard line.
Well, we've got a second. Want to tell you a little more about one of our wonderful sponsors, Ferris Orthodontics. They're a diamond-level adult and teen Invisalign provider. They offer complimentary new patient consultations, and they have a location in Spring Branch off of Highway 46 behind First United Bank. Back to play. South, the quarterback. Hamilton, now the running back, and he gets the carry on first down, and he gets a gain of about 8 out to the 30.
Yes, first time today that we've seen John Hamilton run the football, and it was a pretty nice little carry there for Hamilton. 419 yards on the season, and he charges forward for an 8-yard pickup.
He had 54 yards rushing last week against Sam Houston. That's Isaiah Champagne in motion. Ball's on the ground, and it's still rolling around. I think South got back on it, or maybe Hamilton did.
Well,
So ball security, a little bit of an issue here early for the Warriors.
Yeah, I was going to say it looked like a little option play, and it looks like Champagne got a little too close, and that's why the ball ends up dropping on the turf. But a great job by Pieper quickly responding and diving onto the football and holding on to possession.
Loss of 4, so it's 3rd and 6. Patriots bring the blitz. South under pressure, and he's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage back at the 22-yard line. That was Chris Garza on the play, and that is the 94th tackle for a loss by the Patriots so far this year.
Yeah, I mean, this is a team who likes to rush the quarterback. I mean, that's just one tackle for loss behind what Pieper saw last week against Sam Houston. They constantly kept pressuring Jake South, and just too many bodies to protect there by the offensive line, and Jake South goes down behind the line of scrimmage.
Strachan, the punter, standing at his 8. Again, a high snap a little bit, but the punt is away, and it's a pretty good one. It's rolling around at about the 41-yard line, now at the 40. So the teams exchange punts, and Vets will start this with pretty good field position at their own 40, trailing 8-0 with 6:51 remaining in the first half.
Well, Paul, the offenses both struggling to really get large chunks in this ball game, but you got to give credit to this Pieper defense. Week in and week out, they step up, and so far they've looked really impressive, already forcing 2 3-and-outs.
From the 40 on first down, Jordan Grant comes up in press coverage. This is a gadget play. That was a backwards pass, and they were trying to get the ball deep to Vincent Abrego there. And a really nice play by Nino Spina, and also a great job of seeing that was a trick play by the star middle linebacker, Jackson Hopper.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. Jackson Hopper did a good job applying pressure on Abrego, who ran a fade route down the left side of the sideline. and that's why that play ends up breaking down, and instead of going for what Veterans was looking for, a 10-plus yard pickup, they go for a loss of a yard.
Second and long. Pass complete over the middle and a big hit. Oh, man, what a pop that was by Chris Vivians. That's one of those times when you might want to go see our friends at Ferris Orthodontics.
I mean, what a hit there by Chris Vivians coming in there. And I mean, he really leveled the shoulder right there. A little 4-yard pickup there, but Paul, as you mentioned, great hit by Vivians in open field.
Chris Vivians is a really, really good and very steady football player with a lot of football sense. Empty set on third down. Ludiker wants to throw, does so. This is going to be picked off, and that's Caleb Gale on the interception for the Warriors, and he returns it all the way down to the 31-yard line.
What a read there by Caleb Gale, and I don't think that Braden Ludiker saw him in open territory. Gale reads it perfectly, gets in front of the pass. Look at the replay, and great jump there by Caleb Gale, picking it off at the 48-yard line and putting Pieper in dangerous territory at the Veterans 32-yard line with 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
That was only the 8th interception of the year thrown by the quarterback, Braden Ludiker.
Braden Ludiker entering the day had one less interception than Pieper quarterback Jake South.
South, the quarterback, that's Champagne in motion. Throw over the middle, incomplete at about the 25-yard line. Good job in coverage by those inside linebackers for Vets, 34, Kevin Cassiano, and number 2, Raul Valdez.
Yeah, too good a coverage there. I mean, Jake Strachan, there's really not a whole lot of room for the completion to be made. Jake South's trying to kind of pry that pass in there, and as a result, it goes incomplete.
2nd and 10. South, token play fake, sets his feet, throws on a crossing route intended for Champagne and a little too far out in front.
Yeah, just a little too far out there, trying to kind of guide the receiver. And instead the ball hits the turf, back-to-back incompletions here. And Pieper needs to at least pick up 3 or 4 yards here on this third down play.
Actually, Grindstaff was the intended target there. 3rd and 10. From the 31, just outside the 31. Empty set. South takes a snap. Blitz coming. Sets the screen. Near side. And it's incomplete. Intended for the running back, John Hamilton.
That's the dangerous thing about that empty set right there. The blitz comes, and there's nobody to provide any protection once the defense gets past that offensive line. So Jake South is just throwing off his heels, tried to find John Hamilton. Drops incomplete. 3 straight incompletions. And it looks like Pieper wants to go for it here on 4th down.
And a full 10. Champagne and Strachan are the 2 receivers in kind of a tandem formation at the bottom of your screen. South wants to throw, comes to his left, throws a ball that ends up being a Pieper Warrior touchdown. That is Jake Strachan. He missed an opportunity maybe for a touchdown pass earlier, but not that one. And the Warriors are on the board and extend their lead to 14-0.
I'd say Jake squared the second time those two guys have found each other, and Jake Strachan catches it at the 3-yard line, breaks a defender, and he walks on into the end zone. And for the second time today, Pieper, Jake to Jake, 14-0 with 5:08 to go here in the second quarter.
Strachan's 7th touchdown reception of the year. Look at this, a little misdirection here, shallow crossing route, and that is going to draw a flag because the defender did get there early. It was intended for John Hamilton, and the defender who did get there a little bit early was linebacker Aiden Uribe.
Yeah, Uribe was a little too early there, makes contact with the receiver. Going to move the ball forward a little bit, and that's going to give Pieper a second chance to go at this 2-point play.
So Strachan with a pair of touchdown receptions so far here in the first half. That'll move the ball inside the 3, and we'll get another 2-point attempt. Strachan with the ball, trying to drive toward the goal line, doesn't quite get there. So Vets gets a stop on the 2-point attempt, but still the Warriors extend their lead to 14-0 with just over 5 minutes remaining here in the first half.
Well, you see right there Jake Strachan trying to muscle his way into the end zone, but good job by veterans sliding over to their left side, getting the stop. But although they get the stop, Pieper still leads this game by 2 possessions.
So we'll keep it right here. And Logan Lopez will be handling the kickoff duties for the Warriors.
Well, with that stoppage in play, let's get a quick recap of the last drive. It only lasted 21 seconds. 4 plays, 32 yards, capped off by a 32-yard touchdown pass from Jake South to Jake Strachan. And it all started off with an interception before that 4-play drive.
More points off turnovers for the Warriors. Lopez with the kickoff. Fair catch called for and made. So this is a veterans team that has been very prolific offensively. They come into the game averaging 37 points per game, but so far they've got a 0 on the scoreboard. And Joey, think about this, okay? That Warrior defense pitched a shutout last week, so if they get out of this 5-minute stretch, they will have posted 6 consecutive shutout quarters.
That is crazy to think about. 6 shutout quarters, and to think about they didn't even have a shutout quarter since week 1 entering the Sam Houston game. So, I mean, this Pieper defense is firing on all cylinders.
Boy, they put pressure on the quarterback, Ludiker. He just dumps it off. The pressure applied by Caden Glass.
I mean, they're all over in his face right there, making it difficult for Ludiker to make a play, getting past that offensive line. And once again, Ludiker just having to throw it low to the closest receiver he's got. Another incompletion, and Pieper defense continuing to make it difficult on Ludiker here tonight.
Incompletion stops the clock with 5:04 showing. Jordan Grant gets up in press coverage at the bottom of your screen, now backs off a little bit. Ludiker with time to throw, throws it over the middle. Nice throw into the zone. They get a completion out to about the 40-yard line. That was a nice, tough catch by Jordan Rodriguez, and he took a pop from the guy we were just talking about, Jordan Grant.
Yeah, what a hit there by Jordan Grant. At the end of that play, the catch was made, and then a little slow down, and Grant just levels him and brings him down to the turf.
Gain of 15. Now the ball is made ready for play, and the clock is again running with 4:48 showing. Ludiker goes left, throws right. It's complete, but for a very short gain to Jose Garcia. Brought down on another nice play by Jordan Grant. And just to update you on this, folks, the play clock is not operating. So the officials are kind of controlling this one and kind of doing some dead reckoning on the field.
Yeah, we'll see if any team tries to kind of take advantage of that as the game goes on. I mean, it's kind of similar to high school basketball. There's no shot clock, so I mean, if you got no play clock, I would try to waste a little bit more time, especially if I was Pieper in the late stages of this ball game.
2nd and 9. Ludiker under heavy pressure, going to be brought down from behind at the 39-yard line on a dynamite play by senior defensive end David Huntsman.
It's just so hard to credit just one guy on these plays because it's a really good job by the Pieper defense flying through the defensive line, forcing Ludiker to step up in the pocket. And as a result of stepping up in the pocket, the sides collapse and Ludiker goes down. Another tackle for loss here by the Pieper defense.
3rd and 11. Ludiker throws left side, complete. And this will probably result in a first down. Nice catch by Abel Lucio.
Good footwork there by Lucio. Great pivot right there on the left side near that sideline. Breaks forward for the first down and moving the chains here in the final 3 minutes of the second quarter.
Gain of 13. Line of scrimmage now in Warrior territory at the 48. Ludiker with time, throw over the middle, and it's broken up and almost intercepted. Another just brilliantly diagnosed play by the strong safety, Chris Vivians.
Chris Vivians is having himself a night. Nearly had an interception. That would have been the second of the ball game. And you see Ludiker drop back there. He found a receiver open, and that's a play right there. He doesn't see Vivians. Kind of flies from behind the receiver, bats it down, a second down and 10.
From the 48. Ludiker on the move. Now goes to his left, retreats, throws deep. Receiver trying to come back for the ball, and actually did come back for the ball, but gut dropped it. That was intended for Obed Marine.
I'm wondering if Marine may have lost the ball in the lights
Possibly.
right there, because, I mean, he had the ball. The ball landed in his lap, and he just unable to hold on to the football. And that's one of those plays where you're a Ludiker. I mean, you found a way to keep the play alive, and your receiver just can't find a way to hold on to the football. That's got to be frustrating for the Vets quarterback.
2:41 left. Coming up, the Ferris Orthodontics halftime show. We'll hear from the wonderful Pieper Band of Warriors. Hope you'll stick around. 3rd and long. Ludiker wants to step up, now throws right side. This ball is picked off, and guess what? That's Jordan Grant. Jordan Grant is headed for the house. Another fabulous play by this Warrior defense.
What a great job there. What a great defensive drive from Jordan Grant. I mean, he had 2 really nice tackles there, and then he has a pick 6 right there. And that's, once again, another great read by Pieper. Off-balance throw from Ludiker. Grant jumps in front of that ball, and he's taking it to the house.
Did you see Grant actually bait Ludiker into that throw? He laid off just enough to entice him to pull the trigger, knowing that he could undercut the route.
And I mean, the receiver has his feet planted right there, so it allows it allows Grant to get a beautiful jump on it, gets in front of the football, pick 6, takes it to the house, and Pieper now leads by 3 possessions.
20-0. Miranda on for the PAT, and he's got it, and that extends the lead to 21-0. And again, we'll keep it right here. I just can't say enough good things about this defense. Again, they pitched a shutout against a ridiculously athletic Sam Houston team last week, winning 33-0. And you look at what this Memorial Patriots offense has done so far this year, and they have 0 points. So this defense is now kind of moving toward the edge of pitching 6 consecutive shutout quarters of playoff football.
Playoff football, a key word right there. I mean, 2 minutes and 30 seconds away from it. We also talk about how good these linebackers are, but how about this secondary? I mean, they're doing such a great job reading the quarterback and making it difficult for not only the receivers to get open, but jumping on these passes to force those interceptions. And Paul, I mean, the points off turnovers since the district campaign began, it's been through the roof.
Logan Lopez with the kickoff. Coming down the near side, fielded at the 16, returned to the 19, and that's just about it. Another sensational job by that coverage team, led by Samuel Campos.
Well, Samuel Campos, we see him get some reps in at the running back position in some of these games, and right there he makes a really nice tackle on the kickoff return, and another drive that's starting inside the 25-yard line for the Patriots.
In case you're wondering, the Warriors still have all 3 of their first half timeouts in their pocket. Patriots trailing 21-0. Ball deep down the left sideline, but it sails out of bounds, and good coverage applied by Jackson Hopper.
Yeah, Jackson Hopper, we haven't said his name a whole lot tonight, but he's a difference maker as well. Overthrown ball, great coverage by Hopper, and another play where Ludiker has really nobody to work with. And it's important to mention, I mean, there's 3 really good receivers on this team, and Pieper defense is making it difficult for all 3 of them.
2nd and 10 following the incompletion. Backside pressure. Ludiker swings it out to his running back on the far side. That was Edward Martinez, and he gets just cut down by Raja Lopez.
Raja Lopez, what a game he's having. I mean, that was a train wreck behind the line of scrimmage. Lopez lowers his shoulder, gets a tackle, and no extra room after the catch.
Timeout. Pieper. Their first of the half. Clock operator, please.
All right, so we mentioned the timeout situation, and the Warriors want more before halftime, so they take a timeout here.
Well, it's also important to mention that Pieper will get the ball to begin half number 2. So you get a stop right here on third down. You get the ball. You go down and score. And then, I mean, you could come out to start the second half, score some more points, and you could put this game away early in the second half.
I like the way you think.
Perfect. 2 minutes to go. I mean, and we know how fast this Pieper team can score points.
We have seen ample evidence of that over the last several months, that's for sure. Third and 12, 3 receivers to the near side. Ludiker, the quarterback, takes the snap, comes to his right, throws back over the middle, and the pass falls incomplete at the 32-yard line, intended there for Obed Marine.
Marine just can't hold on to that football, and that's just another example right there. There are receivers open, and they just have not been able to hold on to the football tonight. Another drop, and Pieper defense is going to force a 3-and-out.
Okay, so the incompletion stops the clock. Warriors still with 2 timeouts. They're going to get the ball. That's Andrew Grindstaff, the deep punt return man for Pieper. Abrego with the punt. It's a low spinning helicopter kick, and Grindstaff falls on it alertly and safely at the Patriot 46-yard line.
All right, Paul, so less than 2 minutes to go here on the clock, and on the 2 offensive scoring possessions for Pieper, it's taken them 36 seconds combined on 2 drives to score points. So, I mean, that's how fast Pieper plays their offense.
There is an opportunity here with 1:53 still showing, and the Warriors with 2 timeouts, already leading 21-0. Strachan wanted to throw the ball, but he kicks out, and he's going to get good yardage up the left sideline. What a savvy play by the senior, Jake Strachan.
I don't know how Strachan picked up 8 yards out of that play. I mean, it looked doomed from the start. He was 5 yards behind in the line of scrimmage, but that's how versatile he is of a guy. And in fact, he picked up a first down out of it. What an effort there by the other Jake.
Ball spotted at the Patriot 37. South, play fake, throws deep, middle. And they had 2 receivers pretty much in the same spot. I'm pretty sure that's not the way the play was designed, but it was closest to Isaiah Champagne. Pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, I think both receivers could sense the presence there. I believe that was Andrew Grindstaff, the other receiver in the way on that play. And Isaiah Champagne kind of looks up and it kind of gave up on the route towards the end of that play, drops incomplete. But, I mean, still 2nd and 10 inside the 40-yard line.
With 1:39 left. Against the blitz. South throws over the middle. Got a completion. Got a nice completion to the 22-yard line. Tough catch by the sophomore, Andrew Grindstaff.
Good job there by Grindstaff, and Pieper's going to use that timeout. Stop the clock just outside the red zone, and a perfect opportunity off the completion to Grindstaff.
Gain of 15. So the Warriors really in the catbird seat right now, leading 21-0. They've got the ball in pretty close to scoring territory, and they still have 1 timeout remaining.
Well, I said at the start of this game, it's going to be important that Pieper can get out to an early start, and I think that's exactly what they did. Last week they scored 17 of their 33 points in the second half, and tonight I wanted to see them score early. This is a team who, in really the first 8 weeks of the season, they were a team who could score quickly, averaging 15 points a game in the first quarter, and Pieper now 21 in the first half. A really solid start, and hopefully they carry that momentum in half number 2.
All right, so the offense back on the field. Brady Hopper is the running back standing to the right of the quarterback, Jake South. South throws deep left for Strachan. Did he come up with it? He did. Jake Strachan with his third touchdown reception of the first half, and he came within inches of having a fourth one earlier.
What a catch there by Jake Strachan. I don't know how he held on to that football. You see on the replay here, he's only got one arm to work with. Somehow he pried open the second hand, lands in his lap. Touchdown pass for Jake Strachan. And Paul, as you mentioned, third of the first half and a big 27-0 lead with a minute 30 to go in the second quarter.
Strachan is such a tough guy. Miranda on for the PAT attempt. Strachan the holder. It's on its way, and it's good. And just like that, the Warriors have a 4-touchdown lead at 28-0.
I mean, I'm in shock. I mean, what a game from Jake Strachan here in the first half. And, I mean, we talked about receivers needing to step up. Jake Strachan has been great all year long, but he's found a next level here in this playoff game here tonight.
He has been magnificent. And he's getting lots and lots of hearty congratulations from his teammates, as well he should.
So let's go through that. I was going to say, let's go through that scoring drive real quick. Paul, it was under 30 seconds. Once again, 4 plays, 23 yards, or 4 plays, 46 yards, capped off by a 23-yard touchdown pass from Jake Stout to Jake Strachan. 28-zip with less than a minute 30 to go here in the half.
Logan Lopez to kick it off for the Warriors. Relatively short kick, rolling around at the 25-yard line, and again, just a great job in coverage, led by Samuel Campos. You see him come flying down the field there? That was impressive.
That's a guy who plays running back right there. Great little pooch kick, and I thought Campos had a chance for a second to get to that ball, but Veterans jumps on the football. They'll start their drive at the 26-yard line, and you got to think they got to at least take 3 points going into halftime.
Well, they got 124 to work with, trailing by 4 scores. Empty set for the quarterback, Ludiker. Huntsman applying pressure. Gets the pass away. That's Abrego on the reception, and he gets just absolutely impaled at about the 31-yard line.
Well, he had room to go for an extra yard or two, but the official saying that his knee touched the ground, and that's going to keep the clock running now with just over 60 seconds.
Caleb Gale applied that hit to the sternum. That's Abrego on the reception. It was a well-thrown ball, and they do get out of bounds. The coverage applied by Jackson Hopper.
Well, that's a good design play there. Use the sidelines instead of using the timeouts. Veterans still has 3 timeouts, but if you could use the sideline, stop the clock, that's what their Patriots are going to do, and they did it on that last play.
Gain of 13 and a first down. Ludiker comes to the near side. Tries to drop it between 2 defenders. Doesn't quite make the connection with his intended receiver, Obed Marine.
Yeah, that was Marine, the intended target, and Reese Madigan was in coverage nearby, but as you mentioned, the ball sails out of bounds, and it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Jordan Grant with another nice job there as well. From the 42, 2nd and 10, 3 receivers to the near side. Again, they throw the ball over the middle. They have a completion out to about the 49-yard line. That was Abel Lucio on the reception, knocked down by the strong safety Chris Vivians.
And Vivians, once again, another open field tackle. And it was 2 middle linebackers there combining, making the tackle. And now the first timeout is going to be used here by Mission's Veterans. They got 2 timeouts left, so they need to pick up a first down right here in order to keep this drive alive.
Mission Vets comes in with a record of 7-4 on the season. And they blew out Valley View in their first-round playoff game a week ago tonight.
Yeah, pretty dominant victory, as you mentioned, 43-6. And, I mean, you got to give credit to the way this team really turned around the season. They started off 1-3, and then they found themselves on a winning streak that they rode into the playoffs. Talk about getting hot at the right time, and that's exactly what Veterans did here in this 2023 season.
Okay, so this mighty, mighty Warrior defense comes back to the field and back to the line of scrimmage. Third about 3. Ludiker, this time with time, throws deep down the middle. This could be another pick. My goodness, that is another interception, and that is Reese Madigan with his 7th INT of the season.
I believe that's the 4th overthrown ball of the ball game for Braden Ludiker, and that's how athletic this Pieper team is. An overthrown ball, but it's not overthrown for Reese Madigan. Leaps up into the air and picks that ball off at the 24-yard line, and Pieper's defense is on fire here to begin the playoffs.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. There's 37 seconds remaining.
37, I mean, they have not had a drive last longer than 30 seconds. They could go down and score another possession, and they get the ball to begin half number 2. What is Pieper going to do right now?
Still with 1 timeout left. South, the quarterback, has time. Complete to Strachan, another big gain. And he runs through a tackle and advances the ball to the 45.
Well, they're going to let the time keep running. You got to remember that the time stops for the chains to be moved. They're going to snap it quick.
Gain of 21. First down. Throw, left side. That's Isaiah Champagne. And he did get his hands under that, it appears.
Yeah, on a play like that, Champagne has to go out of bounds. He tried to dance around and get open, but give credit to Coach Rogers. I don't know if you saw, but at the bottom of the screen, he came flying in, calling for the timeout, really aware of the play, calling the timeout, and now Pieper is officially out of timeouts here in half number 1.
But they'll have an opportunity to talk about it here. And I guess, don't get me wrong, you would take a 52-yard touchdown pass here. You'd be okay with that. But probably what you'd really be looking to do is get a medium long range completion and maybe get in position for a field goal attempt, because Daniel Miranda has a very big leg.
Yeah, Daniel Miranda has a rocket in that leg. I mean, the best example I could think of him using his leg was the game winner against Davenport that was drilled from about 30 yards out, and I mean, it had another 20 yards in it. So put the ball close, let him go for the field goal. But the way Pieper's playing right now, you never know. They could go for 50 yards right here.
South with 18 seconds remaining. Goes to his right. Throws deep. He got a man's open. Pass falls incomplete. I don't know if it was lost in the lights. It was intended for Mason Kruger.
I just think Mason Kruger didn't look back enough. I mean, he just kept running forward, didn't really look over his shoulder, and the ball was underthrown by maybe 5 yards. And on a play like that, you got to look back at least one more time, especially with the way that Jake South threw that ball off balance. It's going to be really difficult to muscle a ball that far down the field.
It's going to be 3rd and 7 with 11 seconds left. And Pieper leading 28-0. South under pressure, spins to his left, intended for Champagne, complete to Champagne. He gives a little ground, trying to get a little ground. The clock is running inside the 30. They knock him down, and that is the final play of the half. But what a half it's been for the Pieper Warriors. My goodness. 3 touchdown receptions by Jake Strachan. And once again, the defense is pitching a shutout. They have now shut their opponents out in 6 consecutive quarters of playoff football. Just amazing. We're going to take a brief break right here on the Warriors Sports Network.
Clock operator, we put 28 minutes on the half, on the clock. 28 minutes.
like to start off by thanking the people that came before me. Veterans Day to me is a day where we honor those that have served, that continues to serve. It means a lot to me because it's the one day that people take time out to just give us thanks. Because I can tell you, sometimes you ask yourself, did your service really mean what it meant to mean to others? And I will tell you, it's touching that not only Davenport, but if you go across our entire district today, every elementary school, every middle school, and every high school in our district is honoring Veterans Day. To me, it's heartfelt, it's touching. How I feel and what it means to me as being a veteran. It means that I was willing to not only willing to give my life, but I was willing to make sure my children's children live in a place where they feel free. And it's an honor. So Veterans Day, when I see other people come out and just say thank you, it means a lot to every veteran. So it means a world to me and to others when people just take time to say thank you. So thank you for thanking veterans.
Thank you, veterans! Thank you, maintenance and custodian staff. We really appreciate you.
You guys are why we are able to function day in and day out, and we are entirely grateful for you. Thank you all.
I'd like to thank the custodians for keeping our home clean and taking care of all of our area, making sure everything's always clean.
Thank you, custodians, for taking the time out of your day to clean up the school's messes.
Thank you, custodians, for keeping our school clean, cleaning up the messes we made at our school, and coming here working hard every day to keep the school beautiful.
Whenever I do have to call and say maybe there's a scary animal or a snake, they always come running, and we really appreciate and love them. Thank you.
Thank you, custodians, for cleaning our school. I appreciate y'all cleaning our school, and y'all do a very good job.
Thank you to our entire maintenance team for always taking care of our school.
You
are
amazing.
Thank you for everything you do and all the hard work you put in to keep our school clean.
Thank you for keeping our hallways and our athletic areas clean.
To all the maintenance and operations and custodial teams, thank you so much for keeping our facilities running all day and everything nice and clean.
Thank you guys for all y'all do. We are so appreciative of what y'all do. And for all the schools, thank y'all so much.
We know that you do so many things behind the scenes to keep us up and running. So on behalf of the administration team, we just want to say
Thank you.
Thank you.
One of the most common questions kids are asked is, what do you want to be when you grow up? For some, that may be an easy question to answer, but for others, it may seem impossible. That is where our school counselors, academic advisors, and our teachers can help. In the coming weeks, our 8th grade students will begin planning for their high school journey, and our 5th graders will begin planning for middle school. In Kamau ISD, we continue to grow greatness, and one of our major objectives is to empower our students to be prepared to attend college, start a career, or enlist in the military beyond high school graduation. This is known as CCMR, College Career Military Readiness. The Texas Education Agency offers many ways of recognizing students who have met CCMR requirements, from demonstrating college readiness with qualified exams, earning industry certifications in various career and technical education programs, to enlisting in our armed forces. From dual credit and AP courses to CTE classes, we continue to offer students a variety of ways to achieve the CCMR goals and to help them easily answer that ultimate question, what do I want to be when I grow up? What we need is you. I want to encourage you as parents to help us. Your partnership in your child's education is vital to their success. No matter what path they choose, they need guidance, support, and reassurance. They need you to ask them questions about their interests, to go with them on their visits with their counselors, and encourage them to use every resource that is available to them. Together, we will grow greatness.
I'd like to start off by thanking the people that came before me. Veterans Day to me is a day where we honor those that have served, that continues to serve. It means a lot to me because it's the one day that people take time out to just give us thanks. Because I can tell you, sometimes you ask yourself, did your service really mean what it meant to mean to others? And I will tell you, it's touching that not only Davenport, but if you go across our entire district today, every elementary school, every middle school, and every high school in our district is honoring Veterans Day. To me, it's heartfelt, it's touching. I feel and what it means to me as being a veteran. It means that I was willing to not only willing to give my life, but I was willing to make sure my children's children live in a place where they feel free. And it's an honor. So Veterans Day, when I see other people come out and just say thank you, it means a lot to every veteran. So it means a world to me and to others when people just take time to say thank you. So thank you for thanking veterans.
Thank you, veterans!
Thank you, maintenance and custodian staff. We really appreciate you.
You guys are why we are able to function day in and day out, and we are entirely grateful for you. Thank you all.
I'd like to thank the custodians for keeping our home clean and taking care of all of our area, making sure everything's always clean.
Thank you, custodians, for taking the time out of your day to clean up the school's messes.
Thank you, custodians, for keeping our school clean, cleaning up the messes we made at our school, and coming here working hard every day to keep school beautiful.
Whenever I do have to call and say maybe there's a scary animal or a snake, they always come running, and we really appreciate and love them. Thank you.
Thank you, custodians, for cleaning our school. I appreciate y'all cleaning our school, and y'all do a very good job.
Thank you to our entire maintenance team for always taking care of our school.
You
are
amazing.
Thank you for everything you do and all the hard work you put in to keep our school clean.
Thank you for keeping our hallways and our athletic areas clean.
To all the maintenance and operations and custodial teams, thank you so much for keeping our facilities running all day and everything nice and clean.
Thank you guys for all y'all do. We are so appreciative of what y'all do. And for all the schools, thank y'all so much.
We know that you do so many things behind the scenes to keep us up and running. So on behalf of the administration team, we just want to say
thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to halftime at Shirley Stadium in Laredo. Second round playoff game, and the Pieper Warriors lead the Patriots from Mission Veterans Memorial by a score of 28-0 on the strength of 3 first-half touchdown passes from Jake South to Jake Strachan and a long pick-6 interception touchdown by Jordan Grant. So the Warriors carrying a 4-touchdown lead into the second half, and Pieper will get the ball first. But we're at halftime, and that means we get to hear from the always wonderful Pieper Band of Warriors.
Song of Butter from the Legacies and Legends Dance Team. The Pieper Dance Program would like to thank our Warrior Nation sponsors, San Marcos Orthodontics and Henley and Hodges Law, for their support and contributions to to the Pieper Legacies and Legends dance team. Ladies and gentlemen, please give one more round of applause for the dance teams. We would like to recognize our amazing Pieper cheer. Cheerleader of the week is Savannah Wood. The Pieper cheer team is under the direction of Emmy Herrick with assistance by Kelly Ho. Music for the Legends and Legacies dance team is provided by your 2023 Bands of America Regional Class Champion, U.S. Bands Hill Country Regional Champion, UIL Start Marching Participant, Pieper High School Band of Warriors. Now join us as our drum majors, J Money Dooley and Lee Perez take us on a magical journey back to 1963 for the classic hit, Land of a Thousand Dances. Woo! One more time for your Pieper Band of Warriors. Tonight we celebrate the amazing year for our school with the playing of our fight song, Hail to the Warriors. The Pieper Band of Warriors under the direction of the band director, Evelyn Berry, and assistant directors, Alan Connor and Noah Stewart. The color guard director, Jeff Arroyo. Bob Ryan, assistant director, James Wayne, Thank you all once again for we love you. Good night.
I'd like to start off by thanking the people that came before me. Veterans Day to me is a day where we honor those that have served, that continues to serve. It means a lot to me because it's the one day that people take time out to just give us thanks, because I can tell you, sometimes you ask yourself, did your service really mean what it meant to me to others? And I will tell you, it's touching that not only Davenport, but if you go across our entire district today, every elementary school, every middle school, and every high school in our district is honoring Veterans Day. To me, it's heartfelt, it's touching. How I feel and what it means to me as being a veteran. It means that I was willing to not only give, willing to give my life, but I was willing to make sure my children's children live in a place where they feel free, and it's an honor. So Veterans Day, when I see other people come out and just say thank you, it means a lot to every veteran. So it means a world to me and to others when people just take time to say thank you. So thank you for thanking veterans.
Thank you, veterans!
Thank you, maintenance and custodian staff. We really appreciate you.
You guys are why we are able to function day in and day out, and we are entirely grateful for you. Thank you all.
I'd like to thank the custodians for keeping our home clean and taking care of all of our area, making sure everything's always clean.
Thank you, custodians, for taking the time out of your day to clean up the school's messes.
Thank you, custodians, for keeping our school clean, cleaning up the messes we made at our school, and coming here working hard every day to keep the school beautiful.
Whenever I do have to call and say maybe there's a scary animal or a snake, they always come running, and we really appreciate and love them. Thank you.
Thank you, custodians, for cleaning our school. I appreciate y'all cleaning our school, and y'all do a very good job.
Thank you to our entire maintenance team for always taking care of our school.
You
are
amazing.
Thank you for everything you do and all the hard work you put in to keep our school clean.
Thank you for keeping our hallways and our athletic areas clean.
To all the maintenance and operations and custodial teams, thank you so much for keeping our facilities running all day and everything nice and clean.
Thank you guys for all y'all do. We are so appreciative of what y'all do. And for all the schools, thank y'all so much.
We know that you do so many things behind the scenes to keep us up and running. So on behalf of the administration team, we just want to say
Thank
you.
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 Welcome back to Shirley Field in Laredo, Texas, where Pieper dominating over Mission Veterans 28-0 as we get ready for half number 2. Let's take a word from our sponsor. In this fast-paced society where service has become a thing of the past, Ferris Orthodontics encompasses the traditional principle of good old customer service. with its wholehearted commitment to customer satisfaction, both in experience and results. The mission of Ferris Orthodontics is to help children, teens, and adults achieve superior orthodontic results in a nurturing and fun environment. They strive as a team to be timely, thorough, accommodating, and professional. Most of all, they truly care about their patients beyond their smiles. While they are serious about the outcome, they also want to have fun while they get there. Dr. Ferris and Dr. Hemry have been generous supporters of Pieper High School since its opening. Please remember Ferris Orthodontics when considering orthodontic treatment for your family. Ferris Orthodontics is a diamond-level adult and teen Invisalign provider. They offer complimentary new patient consultations and have a location in Spring Branch off of Highway 46 behind First United Bank. You can learn more about their practice at www.ferrisorthodontics.com.
Joey, thank you very much. We're at halftime with the Warriors leading Mission Veterans Memorial by a score of 28-0. And because we have a moment, it's an honor for me to take a quick second to talk about our Lead Warrior Network sponsor, Stevens Roofing. This is a fantastic local company that has a huge presence in our Pieper community. Whether you have commercial or residential roofing needs, they have the expertise to complete your job quickly, efficiently, and with the highest quality standards. They specialize in residential and commercial roofs, metal, shingles, you name it. Stevens Roofing. They got you covered. Backed with 30 years of experience, certified experts, and a written guarantee, you can feel secure to call the roofer your grandma would call. Call Stevens Roofing. Pretty impressive first half performance by the Warriors, Joey.
Really solid. I mean, the defense was outstanding. I mean, they had a pick six of their own, 3 interceptions. But how about Jake Strachan? 3 touchdown receptions in the first half. I mean, he was outstanding. Jake South looked comfortable in the pocket as well. The defense made it really uncomfortable for Braden Lukendecker. But this game's not over yet. I mean, there's been receivers open for Mission Veterans. They just have not been able to haul in the football. So Pieper's defense got to keep the foot on the gas pedal. And if they can do that, they're 24 minutes away from advancing and achieving their second ever playoff win in program history.
And seeking their 10th consecutive victory of this season. Trying to get to 11-1 and advance to the 3rd round of the playoffs next week.
Just putting that winning perspective, or putting that winning streak into perspective, that last loss came on September 1st. Paul, that felt like years ago.
Think about that. It was, in fact, the first Friday night of September. Amazing. Isaiah Gaitan set to kick it off for the Patriots. Grindstaff and Strachan, the deep return men for the Warriors. Awaiting the whistle. All right. Looks like we're ready to go. That involved a conference between the referee and the Memorial head coach. Well, I promise you, we're ready.
We're ready to go. 24 minutes left of area football.
This is quite the pause, is it not?
Hard to tell with the pauses. I thought it was for the conference, but I'm ready to go. Paul, you ready to go?
I'm, as they say, chomping at the bit. Let's do it.
We're ready to go. Let's go.
Okay, here we go. Gaitan with the kickoff, and it's an onside attempt that goes out of bounds on the far side. And the Patriots in a position to have to pull out all the stops, trailing as they do by a score of 28-0 as we begin the third quarter.
Yeah, I can't blame them for going for a little onside kick there. You want to find a way to get the football early in the second half, and now Piper's going to get really good field positioning to start off the third quarter with the ball spotted past the 45-yard line.
Quarterback Jake South has hooked up with wide receiver Jake Strachan for 3 touchdown passes already tonight.
And something tells me that's not the last time we're going to see them, too, with the completion tonight.
Well, Strachan, on this first down play that starts in Patriot territory at the 48-yard line, Strachan's at the bottom of your screen with Isaiah Champagne in the slot. Patriots showing blitz off the edge. South in the pocket, throws, and it skips off the hands of Jake Strachan. And Strachan is shaking his hand. He may have, I don't know, jammed a finger.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he did, because as soon as that ball went off of his hands, he quickly stripped off the glove.
He did.
And especially with how quickly that ball came, I wouldn't be surprised if that were the case.
Second and 10 following the incompletion. Strachan in motion. Running play, near side, and quickly into the secondary goes Brady Hopper. Nice acceleration.
Yeah, don't be surprised if Pieper throws in the rushing attack a little bit more here in the second half. We saw less than 7 rushes in the first 2 quarters from this Pieper team, including only 1 handoff to John Hamilton, so likely see the ball on the ground a little bit more in these late stages.
Third about 5. Quarterback keep this time, kind of a lead keep, and South leans forward, gets a yard, maybe 2, but still well shy of first down yardage.
It kind of looked like a late decision there. It looked like ideally South wanted to hand the ball off to Hopper, but in the end he ended up holding onto the football, and as a result the play goes nowhere.
4th and 5. And the Warriors do bring the punting team onto the field, leading 28-0.
Yeah,
and Strachan will be the punter.
Second time we're going to see this punting unit tonight. First time here in the second half, and Mission veterans, they got to be pleased with this defensive stand to begin this third quarter.
The punt return man is standing all the way back at his 5-yard line. Strachan takes a high snap, gets it away. It's a good kick, and it's going to hit down around the 18-yard line and be killed there. And we'll see this Patriot offense that's still looking for its first score of the night.
Yeah, I mean, they've had opportunities to make plays happen. They've had some open receivers down the field, and it's dropped passes. That's really what it's come down to tonight for the veterans, unable to hold on to the football. And also got to limit the turnovers. Not a super interception-prone quarterback, but already 2 or 3 picks thrown here in this first half.
Start this drive from their 19-yard line. Ludiker, run pass option. Throws, and the ball comes out, and another really alert play. That was intended for Jonathan Duvernay, and once again, Raja Lopez just comes flying up.
Raja Lopez has had a really good night as well, and another for tackle for loss entering the night. 58 on the season for Pieper, and they've been doing it all night long.
-5 on the play. I'll remind you that we're operating without a play clock. Ludiker in trouble. Buried back inside the 5-yard line. I'll meet you at the quarterback. Landon Ashpaw leads the charge along with Leighton Lopez.
Pocket collapsed so quickly and really nowhere to go for the quarterback right there. And great coverage by this Pieper defense, closing in all corners, and now a huge loss of yardage here on third down.
They need to get all the way to the 30-yard line to get a first. 3 receivers to the near side. Ludiker, 8 yards deep in his end zone. Throws over the middle. That was a nicely designed route, but it falls incomplete. It was intended there for Jonathan Duvernay.
Duvernay got a hand on it, and the ball ended up bouncing right at the feet of Chris Vivians. Maybe could have made a soccer play and would have had the 4th pick of the night.
So the outstanding wide receiver, Vincent Abrego, is the Patriots punter, and he's standing almost 9 yards deep in his end zone. Gets it away, and it'll roll past the 40 and be killed at about the 44-yard line. And that Pieper Warrior offense will get back on the field, leading 28-0.
That was another low punt, and that happened all because of the low snap. Had to be scooped up off the ground, and I think Pieper may have gotten a hand on it. It takes a Warrior bounce, but at the 45-yard line, this is a chance for Pieper to get on the board for the first time here in this second half and continue to create the separation in this ball game.
Start this drive from the Patriot 45. Three-man defensive front, Strachan in motion. Running play, near side. And that's Hamilton on the carry.
The handoff was to the captain, number 1, John Hamilton.
Hamilton's looking pretty good in the backfield right now. He's looking pretty confident. I mean, only a 2-yard gain right there, but I mean, good job getting to the outside edge and finding a way to at least move the ball forward. And Paul, I mean, remember at the start of the season, this is a team who struggled to move the ball on first down plays. That has really improved since that time.
Getting more and more balance all the time. Hamilton with a nifty move in the hole. Gets down inside the 40 to the 39.
And that's all you could ask here on these little runs. Move the ball forward, keep the clock moving, and now sets up 3rd and medium here for the Pieper Warriors.
Clock indeed moving with 8:10 left in the 3rd. Isaiah Champagne is the slot receiver to the top of your screen. Strachan, the lone receiver, to the left side of the formation at the bottom of your screen. South wants to throw, does so. It's a comeback route intended for Strachan, and that was actually broken up very nicely by defensive back Gilberto Andasol.
Good coverage there by vets Jake Strachan. I mean, we saw how good of a first half he does. Jake South targets him, sees what he could do right there, incomplete pass, but a Pieper going to go for it here on 4th and 5.
Mason Kruger, number 11, checks into the ball game at wide receiver for the Warriors. He'll be one of 3 receivers to the top of your screen. 4th down, South. Lots of time, now moves to his right, throws, and I think the catch is made down there at about the 27-yard line. Isaiah Champagne with a very rugged physical catch, and he took some punishment.
Yeah, I mean, there were 2 guys that came in to hit Isaiah Champagne, but that's the athleticism, that's the grind that he has. Goes up in the air, knows he's going to get hit, holds on to the football, and Pieper has it inside the Vets 30.
Gain of 12 and a first down. Hopper on the carry. Down to about the 25.
Yeah, continue to put the ball on the ground, and especially in the 4th quarter. That's going to be likely the game plan moving forward. I mean, they're going to throw in a couple passes right there, but hand it off on Brady Hopper and pick up 2 yards.
Hopper standing to the left of the quarterback, Jake South. South, play fake, throws into the end zone for Strachan. That's number 4. Folks, that's number 4.
4 touchdowns for one guy is just insane, and we still have another quarter to play football. I mean, Jake Strachan, once again, he's open, and he must have taken a page out of Nolan Doss' book because he has been open all night long.
The guy who's throwing it is pretty good, too. Wouldn't you say?
He's great. He's been great all season long. Jake South is looking comfortable in the pocket. Finds his open receiver in the end zone. 34-0 for the Warriors.
Strachan now with 10 touchdown receptions on the season. There's Miranda on for the PAT, and he's got it. And that extends the lead to 35-0. So 4 touchdown connections here, and let's get the scoring drive info from Joey.
Longest drive of the night for the Warriors. It took 1 minute and 59 seconds. It was 6 plays, 45 yards, and it was capped off by the Jake-to-Jake connection for the 4th time today. 26-yard touchdown pass, and after the extra point, it makes it Pieper 35, Vets 0 with 7 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
Jake South now with 41 touchdown passes on the season.
I mean, what a season he's had. I mean, he's looked so good. And we talked about this at the start of the season. if you give Jake South time in the pocket to feel comfortable, he'll punish you, and that is exactly what they've done tonight. Sam Houston applied more pressure on South, and tonight he's been comfortable, and he showed it tonight.
Here's Logan Lopez with the kickoff. Pretty good kick coming down at the 11-yard line, returned on the near side. Return man got a good thing going here, finally dragged down at about the 46-yard line.
Pretty good return, and as I mentioned earlier in this ball game, that's kind of a room for improvement for this Pieper team is kickoff returns, and Veterans blows it open right there. But what is the offense going to do? Because it's been an offense who's been static for the first 2 quarters of this ball game.
Just an excellent return. So at least the Patriots will start this drive with good field position at their 47-yard line, but their problem is they trail 35-0. 2 receivers to either side. Ludiker swings it out left side. It's complete there, and the receiver is kind of shoved out of bounds there. That was the running back, Jose Garcia.
Another loss of yards there for this Vets team, and it's Raja Lopez who's nearby once again.
So it's a completed pass, but it's a loss of about 4 yards. Ludiker comes to the near side. Now he'll keep the ball and get out of bounds right at midfield, chased out there by Jordan Grant.
Well, Jordan Grant's been another guy that's had a really good game so far. Ludiker saw some open field, but it just closes down so quickly because how quickly the defense gets there and pick up of 3-4 yards on that play.
About 6 because they had lost 4 on first down, so it's 3rd and between 7 and 8. Good protection this time for Ludiker. Run pass option complete on the far side, and once again that's Jose Garcia, the running back, and once again he's knocked down by Raja Lopez.
Wow, Raja Lopez, since the first whistle of this ball game, he's been making these open field tackles, and that's a play that could have gone for a first down there for Vets, but Raja Lopez sacrifices his body, gets in the way, and now Veterans about 2 yards short of the first down.
David Huntsman checks back into the ball game at defensive end for the Warriors. Ludiker under pressure, somehow gets out of it, makes the tackler miss, gets across the 40-yard line and down to about the Warrior 37, and again Lopez on the tackle.
Well, Paul, you mentioned David Huntsman subbing back into the ball game. He was that edge rusher on the left side, and he ended up getting there, but it looked like he kind of lost his footing when he was getting to Ludiker, and he's able to pick up the first down and keep this drive alive.
From the 38, 3 receivers to the near side. Big rush this time, but a good throw under pressure by Ludiker, and he has a completion that will net the first down. That was Vincent Abrego on the catch.
Good job by Ludiker, realizing that the blitz is coming, quickly gets the ball out of his hands and picks up 9 yards on the play.
Second down, 2nd and 1 for the Patriots.
Nino Spina in the ball game at outside linebacker for the Warriors. 2nd and short, and we have a whistle.
Yeah, it looks like movement on that offensive line. I believe that's only the 3rd penalty of this ball game. So both teams have played disciplined football, especially from a week ago where this Pieper team just had laundry all over the field.
That'll make it 2nd and 6 with the ball at the 34. Low snap. And we have another whistle and another flag.
So it looks like back-to-back false starts. You picked up 9 yards on the first down play, and then now you lose 10 before you even get your second down snap.
You had 2nd and 1, and now it's 2nd and 11. Clock stopped with 5:15 remaining here in the 3rd. Warriors bring 3. Ludiker steps up, being chased from behind by Huntsman, gets it away and has a completion and has a first down and has a big play down inside the 20-yard line, close to the 12. Very nice catch and run after the catch by Abel Lucio.
Yeah, good job there by Lucio. The second most receptions on the team at 835. Leads the team in touchdown receptions, and right there he shows off his athleticism and made it really difficult to bring down. It took almost all the players on the field to finally make that tackle.
Gain of 21. Moves the ball to the 18. 3 receivers right. Ludiker comes to the near side. Skips out of a tackle attempt by Huntsman. Now throws the ball into the end zone, but throws it into double coverage. Broken up by who else? Raja Lopez.
And that was another opportunity for a pick right there. Raja Lopez deflected it. Jackson Hopper, he had the read. He was right in front of the receiver right there, and instead bats it away. And you see on the replay there, the pass made. Raja Lopez gets in front of it, incomplete pass.
Second down from the 18. And once again, we've got motion before the snap.
Ball start. Offense number 72. 5-yard penalty.
Wow, that's 3 on this possession.
Yeah, and thinking about how much lack of penalties there were entering this half, and now 3 penalties on this drive. All 3 have been false start penalties, and moving the ball backwards once again here for the Patriots.
Now from the 23, 2nd and 15. Ludiker with time. Throws it off the playing field, just a little too far outside. Pass falls incomplete, and it'll be 3rd and 15.
At 3rd and 15, nobody open there. Great coverage in the secondary by Pieper. And Ludiker, that's just one of those passes where you throw it high enough to where it's out of bounds, and nobody's going to catch it.
They motion to an empty set. Pressure coming. Ludiker throws on the far side. Pass falls incomplete. It was intended for Obed Marine. Nice job in coverage by that Warrior secondary. And do we have another flag? We do.
Yeah, flags starting to add up on this possession against Veterans. We'll see if this will be the 4th against Missions.
Personal foul. League use of hands to the face. 55 of the offense. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is 4th out.
Okay, so as you heard, the Warriors declined the penalty. It was for illegal hands to the face, but they'd rather make it a 4th down. So it's 4th and 15 from the 23. Warrior defense looking to get another stop. Here comes the rush. Ludiker throws into the end zone, and there's nobody home. So they'll turn it over on downs.
There is a flag down around the line of scrimmage.
Initial indication is that the penalty is against the Patriots. Another hands to the face penalty. But of course, they'll decline the penalty because they want the football. Good stop.
Well, Paul, that was another really long drive for Veterans to not come up with a play. 10-play drive, and you come up with 0 points. I mean, you use that much time off the clock, you got to come up with at least 3 points. They were in field goal range. They are trying to go for 6 points, understandably so, with the score 35-0, but you got to find a way to score in more efficient times than what we just saw on that last drive.
Warriors will start this drive from the 23, and they'll go empty on 1st down. South looks complete. Champagne dropped immediately at about the 26-yard line.
Number 19, Isaiah Champagne, taking a positive
Gain of
yard
about
for the
4.
Warriors.
Champagne really turned it on in the second half last week, and I mean, he had a pretty nice catch at the end of that first half, and it's just making me think that Champagne, week by week, is getting back to the player that we saw when he first came to Pieper.
Blitz coming. It's a shovel pass to Hamilton, and look at him just kind of step through these tackles, and he's across the 30 out to about the 31 or 32-yard line. Nice piece of running.
Yeah, real elusive running there by John Hamilton, sneaking back and forth before he gets through the line and picks it up and now puts the Warriors within 2 yards of a first down.
South takes the snap, gives the ball to Hamilton, and he's got the first, and he crosses the 35-yard line, and that keeps the clock moving with now under 3 minutes remaining here in the third, and the Warriors leading by 5 touchdowns at 35-0.
That's a strong run there by John Hamilton. Shows the strength right there and kind of just pulls the tackler with him and picks up 3 yards.
South throws near side. Champagne complete to the 40. Gain of 5.
Easy completion there for Isaiah Champagne. Not a whole lot of work required. Just catches a reception for 5 yards and continues to move the ball forward.
This will be the 5th play of the drive coming up for the Warriors, facing a 2nd and 5. Strachan in motion. They throw to the vacated area to Hamilton. What a beautifully designed play. And he's got a first down and gets the ball into Patriot territory at about the 46-yard line. Chased out of bounds by Alexis Anguiano.
Yeah, nobody had John Hamilton marked up on that play, and as a result, he's wide open as soon as he leaves the right side of Jake South.
14 yards on the play. Wide open receiver, completion. Nice job. That's Champagne again. South really in a rhythm right now, letting the ball go right on time.
Yeah, Paul, rhythm is a perfect word to describe it right now. I mean, Jake South looking really comfortable in the pocket, really no pressure being applied, and the receivers are wide open down the field for 5 10-yard plays.
South just tries to play a little more pitch and catch with Champagne. This time it's incomplete.
As Champagne was open, but just a little too far left of his hand, and Champagne can't hold that one on. But with third and a yard to go, wouldn't be surprised if they give it a handoff to John Hamilton on this next play.
Clock stopped with exactly 2 minutes remaining here in the third. Champagne in motion. And we have a whistle. Champagne appeared to trip a little bit as he was going in motion, and maybe that resulted in his movement toward the line of scrimmage, and maybe this is illegal procedure.
It's a little bit more penalized third quarter here, as if it is that case, it'd be Pieper's first penalty of quarter number 3.
False start. Offense, 69. 5-yard penalty, still third down.
And it is a procedure penalty. I think we told you earlier that we did not receive a roster of officials. All we know is this crew is from Denton, Texas. And, Joey, I think they've done a really good job.
Yeah, they've done a really good job. They've let the guys play, and, I mean, they've called the penalties where they've happened. And fifth penalty now here of this third quarter, and Pieper are going to have to go a little bit longer on third down.
Strachan manned up at the bottom of your screen. South wants to throw. Pressure from behind, gets hit, gets it away, gets it to Hamilton. He's open. He's got it down inside the 15 to the 13-yard line. Really a nice play there by the quarterback, Jake South.
Jake South had a body all over his back, and he still found a way to find John Hamilton on that play. And once Hamilton caught it, he went in stride, and he gets the ball inside the red zone. And Pieper knocking on the doorstep once again, 35-0.
Gain of 29.
Ball is spotted at the 13-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Warriors.
South gives it off to Hamilton, and he's down near the 10-yard line.
Not much happening on that play for Hamilton. Another 2-yard pickup there for John, but continues to move the clock, and finally with under a minute to go here in this third quarter.
This will be the 10th play of the drive. Hamilton, the running back, standing to the left of the quarterback, Jake South. South throws it corner, right side. Got a man open, but the ball is overthrown. It was intended there for Andrew Grindstaff.
Andrew Grindstaff haven't called his name a whole lot tonight, but that was an opportunity just a little bit overthrown. Grindstaff just needed a step or two to catch up to that football. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 8.
Strachan, the lone receiver, to the left side of the formation. Hamilton still the running back. South throws down around the goal line, intended for Strachan, incomplete. And that will stop the clock with 35 seconds left in the third.
Good read there, and I believe it was Robert Sharp, the defender, who got in front of that ball. 4th down and 8, and to nobody's surprise, it looks like Piper's going for it again.
No, it looks like maybe they have wholesale substitutions here, but they are bringing on the kicker.
For a second, they were holding them. I thought,
yeah, no,
wow.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. And this field goal will be attempted by Logan Lopez. The ball will be placed down at the 18, so this is a 28-yard field goal attempt as the Warriors attempt to take a 38-0 lead. That's a good kick, and it's right through, and that does extend the score to 38-0, and we will keep it right here at Shirley Stadium here in Laredo because, well, for a number of reasons. Because one of them is I'd like to take a quick second to talk about our lead Warrior Network sponsor, Stevens Roofing. This is a fantastic local company that has a huge presence in our Pieper community. Whether you have commercial or residential roof needs, they have the expertise to complete your job quickly, efficiently, and with the highest quality standards. They specialize in residential and commercial roofs, metal, shingles, you name it. Stevens Roofing has you covered, backed with 30 years of experience, certified experts, and a written guarantee. You can feel secure to call the roofer your grandma would call. Call Stevens Roofing. And I call on Joey to give us scoring drive info.
Well, pretty nice drive there. One of the longest drives of the ball game for this Pieper Warrior team. And once again, they expand on the lead 38-0. Not a touchdown this time, but you take advantage of the field goal from Logan Lopez, and just like that, Pieper 38, Veteran 0 with 31 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Miranda's going to kick it off as the Warriors are blessed with 2 good kickers, and they use both of them. Coming down on the far side and taking it about the 11-yard line. Return man bounces off one tackle and still moves the pile a little bit, gets out to about the 28. With 23 seconds left here in the third.
Well, Paul, now 23 seconds away from now 7 scoreless quarters.
It would be.
Here by this defense. Not a single point allowed in this playoff run from this Pieper defense. I mean.
And this is playoff
football. Against teams that have finished well in their districts in both the last 2 weeks.
Ludiker, he's been busy. He's been chased a lot. He's under heavy pressure and throws it past the sideline on the left side. Really good pressure applied by Landon Ashpaw.
One thing that really impresses me about Ludiker is how well he's able to evade tacklers. I mean, there's 2 Warriors all over him, and he does not go down, finds a way to throw the ball away. And as a coach, that's what you like to see, keeping the play alive and not going down for loss of yardage.
Ludiker, again, just throws it out of bounds.
Yeah, no receiver open on that play. Once again, the pocket was cracking. I wouldn't say it collapsed, but the cracks were starting to seep through, and right there, Ludiker just throws it away. Back-to-back incomplete passes from the Patriots.
This will be the last play of the third quarter, probably. And Joey, get ready, because we're going to keep it right here, and you're going to tell us all about Ferris Orthodontics.
Sounds good with me.
Third down. Here comes late pressure. Ludiker retreats. He's going to be pulled down inside his 5-yard line, and we do have a flag. That was Caden Glass on the sack. Now we'll check out the flag. Well, we have reached the end of the third quarter, pending this flag. But, Joey, the floor is yours.
Here we go. In this fast-paced society where service has become a thing of the past, Ferris Orthodontics encompasses the traditional principle of good old customer service with its wholehearted commitment to customer satisfaction, both in experience and in results. The mission of Ferris Orthodontics is to help children, teens, adults achieve superior orthodontic results in a nurturing and fun environment. They strive as a team to be timely, thorough, accommodating, and professional. Most of all, they truly care about their patients beyond their smiles. While they are serious about the outcome, they also want to have fun while it gets you there. Dr. Ferris and Dr. Hemry have been generous supporters of Pieper High School since its opening. Please remember Ferris Orthodontics when considering orthodontic treatment for your family. Ferris Orthodontics is a diamond-level adult and teen Invisalign provider. They offer complimentary new patient consultations and have a location in Spring Branch off of Highway 46 behind Ferris First United Bank. You can learn more about their practice at www.ferrisorthodontics.com. And Paul, we enter this fourth quarter, 12 minutes to go, and it's official, 7 scoreless quarters by the defense.
Just amazing. Just amazing. And the Warriors with a 38-0 lead as we begin quarter number 4. Now, whatever that flag was did not negate that big sack. It resulted in a 23-yard loss, and the Patriots are going to have to punt the ball from their end zone. Very high snap. Punter gets it away, and they avoid running into the punter, and that was a very athletic move, I might add. So as a result, it's an extremely short kick, and the Warriors are going to get the ball at about the Patriot 15-yard line. That's just a 10-yard punt.
I mean, it was difficult to make a good quality punt with how high the snap was. Had to haul it back in, and the punt, as Paul just mentioned, 10 yards, and not often do you say there was a punt and the team receiving it starting off in the red zone.
Ball just outside the 15. Two-back shotgun, and we got a new quarterback in the game as well. Running play on first down, and the quarterback is Carter Norsworthy. That was Brady Hopper on the carry.
Brady Hopper picking up solid rushing again. And, I mean, really since this offense has gotten better on the ground, I mean, Brady Hopper's done a really good job constantly finding ways to pick up 5 yards on a majority of the rushes he goes for.
Sophomore Nick Hayes in the ball game at one of the running back positions. Snap gets away, but Norsworthy does a good job of at least controlling it and retaining it. Gets back to the 15-yard line.
Also a couple yards here. I mean, good thing is you're still in the red zone. You're still in field goal range. I mean, Pieper's got really endless opportunities right here to score the football.
3rd and 9. Two-back gun. Patriots bring a blitz, running play, far side, and that is Hayes on the carry once again. He got a few carries a week ago against Sam Houston and looked good.
And now back-to-back weeks where Pieper has had an opportunity to get their younger guys into the ball game, get some touches on it. I mean, you never know when those touches could be crucial down the road or even later on way down in the future.
Lopez had a field goal moments ago. Now he's going to get another opportunity as the Warriors try to add to their 38-0 lead. Ball will be placed down at the 18, making this a 28-yard field goal attempt. Strachan to hold, gets it down clean. It's on its way. And this one is no good. I think he pulled it left.
Yeah, just missed a little bit wide, so Pieper comes up with no points. And it's going to get Veterans back to football with 10 minutes and 2 seconds here in this area round, here in the UIL playoffs.
And we'll keep it right here. And again, we're taking nothing for granted, but it appears the Warriors are vectored toward the 3rd round of the playoffs. That's getting deep. That's good. That is a remarkable achievement for a program in only its 2nd full year.
Most wins in program history and going to be their 2nd ever win in program history.
Pass, left side, complete. Abrego on the reception. He takes a big hit at about the 40-yard line.
Yeah, big hit at the 40, but an even better pass there by Ludiker. Just drop that ball into the basket and picking up the first down at the 41.
Gain of 20. This time from the one-back pistol. Ludiker moves to his right, sets up, comes back to the near side now. Being chased, he'll get out of bounds just into Warrior territory at the 49-yard line.
I was just talking about Ludiker. I mean, this guy just does such a great job evading hits in the backfield, and then he pushes forward and gets really solid gain there on that first down run.
Nose of the ball right at midfield. Second and less than 1. Again from the pistol. That's Duvernay, the man in motion. But the give is to Jose Garcia, and he's knocked down by the entire right side of the Pieper defense after a gain of about 2.
Good job there by Garcia, just charging forward, picking up about 4 yards on the run, and picking up a first down here for the Patriots.
So that'll move the ball to the Warrior 46-yard line. That's Duvernay in motion. Pass is complete on a tunnel screen, and this is a good-looking play. Boy, that was really well designed. That's Obed Marine on the reception there.
Marine, he's had a really good year and shows the explosiveness right there. As soon as he caught the ball, he just exploded forward. Big hit just outside the 20-yard line.
Gain of 24. Moves the ball to the 22. Patriots trying to get on the board for the first time tonight, trailing 38-0. Ludiker has time, now reverses his field, gets a block, still looking for a receiver. Everybody's clamped downfield. He's got no place to go with this. So he'll keep the football, and he does have some wheels, and he gets out of bounds at about the 21-yard line.
Looks like there's a flag down around the 39. I'm wondering if it's for one of the blocks.
Well, there would have been lots of opportunities to hold there. I will say that. Yeah, and that is the call.
I mean, that was a lot of time that Ludiker spent back there running around. It had to be 5 to 10 seconds of him running around before finally stepping out of bounds. So just the longer that goes on, as he said, the more likely there is for there to be a penalty.
Moves it back to the 32, from where it will be 1st and 20. Ludiker steps up in the pocket, looks downfield, throws across his body, has an open receiver at about the 13-yard line, and the catch is made by Obed Marine.
Yeah, Marine having himself a nice little drive here. He's had several nice receptions and a good find there by Ludiker, and just short of a first down.
That was a nice throw. Duvernay in motion. Running play down around the 10-yard line. That's Pablo Lopez on the carry for the Patriots.
I was thinking a flag at the end of that play. I wonder if there was some unsportsmanlike conduct at the end of the play.
Ben Chapman checks into the ball game defensively for the Warriors.
After the play was over, sportsmanlike conduct, 30 of the defense. Happening to the goal. Automatic first down.
So we've got an unsportsmanlike call against the Warriors. That'll move the ball down to about the 6-yard line. Patriots trying to get on the board for the first time tonight. Ludiker going for the goal line, and he's in. And he is in for the Patriot touchdown, cutting the score for the moment to 38-6. And yeah, that did break the scoreless string of quarters of playoff football defensively, but holding this offense to, at this point, 6 points at this point in the game, no less remarkable.
It was bound to end eventually. I mean, you're playing playoff football. You're going to see some really good offenses. Ludiker has showed he's really elusive on his feet. He finally finds a way to get into the end zone, but just a great performance.
2-point attempt. Ludiker with the ball under heavy pressure, and he'll be brought down, and so that 2-point attempt will be unsuccessful.
So you could say Pieper is not allowed 7 points yet.
I'll say that.
There we go.
That's a good way to put that. That's a good way to put that. Absolutely. Once again, we want to express our appreciation to Stevens Roofing, one of our lead Warrior Network sponsors. This is a fantastic local company that has a huge presence in our Pieper community. Whether you have commercial or residential roof needs, they have the expertise to complete your job quickly, efficiently, and with the highest quality standards. They specialize in residential and commercial roofs, metal, shingles, you name it. Stevens Roofing has you covered, back with 30 years of experience, certified experts, and a written guarantee. And you can feel secure to call the roofer your grandma would call. So call Stevens Roofing. So scoring drive info for the Patriots.
So here we go. It was 7 plays, 80 yards. It lasted 2 minutes and 49 seconds, and it was capped off by a 6-yard touchdown run for the senior quarterback, Braden Ludecker.
Gaetan with the onside kick attempt. And among other things, it did not go 10 yards.
That was a really big hit, and especially, I mean, you're close quarters, you're 10 yards away from one another, and as soon as the ball got caught, I mean, the Pieper receiver just got leveled.
So the Warriors will have the football with 7:13 remaining in the game. And the sophomore, Norsworthy, will remain the quarterback. What a night, though, for Jake South, who throws 4 more touchdown passes and now has 41 on the season.
Yeah, and all 4 of those passes were to the other Jake Strachan. I mean, those guys were on another connection today. Isaiah Champagne got a little involved as the day went on, and now we get to see some of the younger guys get some reps right now.
From the 43, running play on first down. Samuel Campos on the carry.
And Samuel Campos, I mean, he's another good running back as well. Another young guy, but he can move the ball forward as well. Looking forward to what he can do here in the next 2 years at Pieper.
Officially no gain. 2nd and 10. 2-back shotgun look. Norsworthy throws on the slant intended for Grindstaff, and they almost had a connection there that could have wound up in the end zone.
Yeah, I could have. That was a little low of a pass, kind of at the knees of Andrew Grindstaff. He throws that ball a little higher up, and Paul, as you mentioned, that ball could have gone for 6 yards, or for 6 points, not 6 yards.
Grindstaff, the slot receiver here on the near side. Again, from the 2-back gun. Patriots bring some heat. Grindstaff under pressure, and is going to be sacked back at about the 45-yard line. Frank Ariano gets credit for the sack.
See if Pieper punts it here. Either way, I would say you run down the play clock, but
yeah,
probably
right.
not in effect.
True. Gilberto Andesal is the deep punt return man for the Patriots. Strachan with the punt. Pretty good one. High punt. Bounces straight up and will be killed at about the 18-yard line.
So we'll get maybe one or two more looks at this Veterans offense. Luedecker's had a pretty good night. I mean, both quarterbacks, if you let both these quarterbacks have time in the pocket, they're dangerous guys. And Luedecker has shown it on that last drive, not all night long. And then, I mean, obviously Jake South had a really nice night as well.
Coming up in just a moment, we'll announce the American Interiors Pieper Warriors Players of the Game, sponsored by Brad Hopper at American Interiors, proud sponsors of our Pieper Warriors.
Now start. Offense number 57. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
All right, so they'll walk that one off against Vets. Duvernay, the man in motion. Luedecker with the throw, throws a completion, and has a pretty good gain out to about the 22-yard line. They'll still need 6 for a first down.
Yeah, so making up some of that penalty yardage on that play. I mean, pick up the penalty yardage plus 4, make it 2nd and 6.
Clock stopped for the moment, and now running again with 5:03 left. Warriors showing blitz. Now they back out. Luedecker lets it fly. And the pass falls incomplete at about the 48-yard line as 3 defensive backs converge. That was Chase Keeney with most of the coverage there.
Hey, good job there by Pieper. I mean, if you're not going to pick it, at least get some bodies in front of it. 3 guys in the way. The ball drops in complete. And now 3rd down and 6 coming up with under 5 to go.
Luedecker pulls it down, is past the first down stakes, finally run out of bounds at about the 39-yard line. And Joey, I don't see any reason to wait right now. Tonight's Warriors offensive and defensive players of the game are offensively, Jake Strachan, 4 touchdown receptions, now has 10 TD catches for the year, and so many wonderful defensive players from which to choose, but ultimately I think the strong safety, Chris Vivians, was the man tonight.
I mean, Chris Vivians was electric all night long. I mean, he had some pretty important tackles early in the ball game, an interception as well, and then Jake Strachan, not really much to explain. It's pretty self-explanatory. 4 touchdown passes, 4 touchdown receptions, and I mean, 3 of those coming in the first half. What a day for Jake Strachan, and what a day for this Pieper offense.
So it will be on to the 3rd round for the Pieper Warriors.
And whoever it is, I mean, it's gonna be a good matchup. Likely, it will be the winner of Alma Heights or Gregory Portland. A pretty fun matchup in round 3.
Pass complete on the near side, and that's Abrego on the reception. Stops the clock with 4:21 showing. Third about 2 with the ball at the Patriot 45. Once again, 3-man defensive front. Pass thrown far side complete. Receiver takes a big hit there. on the far side.
That was a pretty nice tackle. I mean, we've seen some pretty big hits here in this second half, and stops for the first down, but the receiver definitely feeling it tomorrow.
This time, blitz coming. Throw, far side, complete. And that's Marine on the reception. Hector Rodriguez checking into the ball game at outside linebacker for the Warriors.
Yeah, about a 5-yard pickup right there. And since the score's the way it is, Pieper continuing to use subs, get some new guys out on the field.
3 receivers to the near side. Ludiker dancing, buying time. Now turns it on, has the first down, and it's going to be knocked down at about the Warrior 35.
It just impresses me how he's able to get out of some of these plays, kind of like a magician. I mean, it looks like he's done behind the line of scrimmage, and he just dances around, picks up first downs.
You're right, but the reason this is happening is because the coverage downfield is just clamping everything.
Yeah, I mean, the secondary has been there all night long for this Pieper defense and making it difficult for Ludiker to find any receiver open for that matter.
Incomplete, intended for Abrego.
That ball just dropping between everybody. Pieper trying to get a hand up on that ball, and then it lands just short of a receiver. So just lands on the green, and the time will stop at 2:41.
Jordan Grant, one of the men in coverage for Pieper. Woo! And we do have a flag. That was unintentional, but there was contact made along the side of the helmet or the face mask.
Yeah, just trying to fly in and hit Ludiker on that play, but sometimes the hand flies high and grabs the face mask, and Ludiker goes down, and that's going to give an automatic first down to the Patriots.
With 2:36 showing. We want to thank all of you so much for your support of the Pieper Warriors on what has been and continues to be just a wonderful, wonderful season. And we hope you enjoy the live streaming here on the Warrior Sports Network. We love doing this for you. Ludiker, again, skips out of a possible tackle, lowers his shoulder, he gets down around the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and to Paul's point, I mean, just thank you for all the support. I mean, it's been so much fun covering this team. They've been a really fun team, and hopefully this is a team that's going to play into the month of December. I mean, just thank you to all the fans and all the supporters here from the Warrior Network.
Yes, indeed. Running play. Down to about the 12-yard line. I mentioned the fact that our booth is right next to the Patriots coaching booth, and they're really good guys, and we've really enjoyed working with them this week. They're obviously a little frustrated right now. I get that. But a pretty good year for the Patriots. They'll finish at 7-5, but they did make it to round 2 of the playoffs.
Yeah, talk about that winning streak that they had, 5-game winning streak, especially after that 1-3 start. What a way to turn around their season.
Ludiker gives himself up at the 7-yard line.
Yeah, now you flip the page, get locked in as much as you can, especially during Thanksgiving week. Those guys are going to have to come in during their week off, but I mean, it's for a better cause if you want to go for that state championship.
Ludiker throws right corner, We're waiting to see the call. Looks like it's incomplete. May have been out of bounds. This will be the 13th play of the drive.
Another really long drive here by Veterans. I believe this is their third or fourth, really long drive of this ball game, and see if they can capitalize and get some points right here.
.26 seconds to go.
A third time they've had that penalty in this ball game, legal hands to the face, and another loss of yardage, moving the ball backwards.
Pressure coming. Ludiker is in many ways an amazing athlete, and he gets down around, if not inside, the 10-yard line.
And another good run there, and getting close to first down.
But guess what? That's going to do it. Clock hits 2, 1, and 0. And with that, the Warriors are on their way to the third round of the state playoffs. Just amazing. Again, we hope you've enjoyed the ball game. The fun continues. So our final score, Pieper 38, Vets 6. So now, as I said, it's on to the third round of the playoffs. We're awaiting official confirmation on the opponent, the date, the time, and the location. So the fun continues. But for right now, along with Joey Gonzalez and spotter Keith Schmitz, I'm Paul Alexander bidding you good night from Shirley Stadium in Laredo.
I'd like to start off by thanking the people that came before me. Veterans Day to me is a day where we honor those that have served, that continues to serve. It means a lot to me because it's the one day that people take time out to just give us thanks. Because I can tell you, sometimes you ask yourself, did your service really mean what it meant to me to others? And I will tell you, it's touching that not only Davenport, but if you go across our entire district today, every elementary school, every middle school, and every high school in our district is honoring Veterans Day. To me, it's heartfelt, it's touching. How I feel and what it means to me as being a veteran, it means that I was willing to not only willing to give my life, but I was willing to make sure my children's children live in a place where they feel free, and it's an honor. So Veterans Day, when I see other people come out and just say thank you, it means a lot to every veteran. So it means a world to me and to others when people just take time to say thank you. So thank you for thanking veterans.